What's going on, guys? Zuko back with another Shadowlands video. How's everybody doing? We are doing fantastic because we killed Anduin last night. That's right. We got our 8th boss down and we got that 3rd raid slot. So hopefully this week I'll have 6 slots for the tier pieces that don't exist. And I can have fun being sad about even more pieces of tier gear that I'm not getting. We did get Anduin down. We did. We killed him in the raid. It's such a fun fight. We're going to go over the entire fight in this video. And I'm going to show you from my enhancement point of view. This is the damage that we did. We did about 14.5k DPS. Could have done a little bit better, but that's pretty solid. And I'll get into my build in a second, and we'll look at the DPS a little later. But just know that we are doing the Anduin video right now. I'm going to go over the whole fight. I'll make the first half of the fight a little bit quicker because I already did a video on the first half. Really what I want to show you is the back half of the fight. What happens after the Lich King, all that kind of stuff. So we'll get into the VOD in a minute, but grab your coffee. Let me show you my build. Let me show you exactly what I ran in the Anduin fight. So I ran the same build I've been running the whole time, basically, which is Ellie Blast, Hot Hand, Hailstorm. The point of this build is to say, okay, on single target, which is Anduin, you've got Hot Hand, Ellie Blast, right? You get a Hot Hand proc when you have double Firewolf out. We're also running Witch Doctor Wolfbones, right? So this is Witch Doctor Wolfbones. You're hoping to get Fire Dogs to get your Hot Hand procs for Lava Lash, so you're just doing tons of extra damage. But Ellie Blast is there as well as a really good... obviously it's just a good spender, and you're getting spenders all the time because Witch Doctor Wolfbones generates an enormous amount of Maelstrom weapon stacks. You can see here over the course of the fight, I generated 770 Maelstrom weapon stacks, right? So that's almost 1 per second, which is really, really crazy. So the fight, it was 9 minutes long, 9 minutes 11 seconds, so it's pretty long. Now, that's my legendary Witch Doctor Wolfbones. Those are the talents. The Hailstorm is for the Frost Shock portion of the fight, and you can see on my damage breakdown that Frost Shock ended up being my highest DPS button, and that's because of all the AoE on the Anduin fight. So what you need to do, if you're going to do this fight, is you need to either have Fire Nova or Hailstorm. I would say probably go Hailstorm, if you're going to go Witch Doctor Wolfbones. If you're going to go Primal Lava Actuators, though, instead, you could go Fire Nova if you want to. And on the AoE portion of the fight, you're going to slap with big Fire Nova. So I'll show you that in a minute. Of course, we're running Witch Doctor Wolfbones, and we did dump Tumbling Waves. The reason for that is that the AoE doesn't last that long. So in Mythic Plus, Tumbling Waves is very good because you get a reset on like a 6 Flame Shock. You have 6 Flame Shocks out and you hit them all with a Lightning Bolt, and you get a reset and you hit them all with a Lightning Bolt again. It's very strong. On a single target fight like Anduin, it's not as strong. So I'm running Chill to the Core, Magma Fist, Focus Lightning. So the Magma Fist is for all the Lava Lash crits that we want. And Frost Shock is really core to this build because of Witch Doctor Wolfbones and the amount of reduction on the dogs that you get in this fight. So that's the build, guys. That's the setup. That's the breakdown. That's what we ran. I did also have Flayed Wing Toxin. Flayed Wing Toxin. That's what I just got in my chest last week, and it was okay. How much damage did it do? Did I not have it on? I didn't even have it on for the fight. I keep forgetting to put it on. I need to get a weak aura for that. That's really funny. Guys, don't forget to put your trinkets on. Don't be like me. I didn't even put my trinket on for this fight. That's so horrible. Like, I had it on for the previous pull. Every time you die, the buff from Flayed Wing goes off, which is like the stupidest design ever. So I forget to put it on half the time. It's really annoying. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, we killed Anduin, and let's get into that video right now. So I am going to walk through the entire 9-minute fight. I'm going to pause and explain things as we go. There will be timestamps down below if you want to skip to a certain part of the fight. So let's just get into the first pull here. The hunt just deletes one of them.
Yeah, and then I jump on the second one. And
so that's okay. It's good because I'm healing anyway at that point, so it's good. The opener can go either way. Like the opener, like throwing a palm on Anduin. The opener, we're always kind of doing a decent amount of damage. If you get a Hot Hand proc on your with double Firewolf in the opener, though, it's disgusting. I did not get double Firewolf here, as you can see. But sometimes I've had that, and I'm doing like 18, 19k in the opener. But really, our damage will pick up when we get to the AoE portion. So For those of you guys who haven't done this fight, the Befouled Barrier comes down. That's one of the main mechanics in this entire fight. You have to go stand in the Befouled Barrier, and then your healers need to heal you, and you will sort of absorb that healing into the barrier, and it will get rid of the barrier. If you don't get rid of it, it explodes. So that's the first mechanic. Next mechanic's coming up. Everybody's going to get circles around them, right here. Yellow circles or black circles. See them right there? So we've got yellow and black. You need to go, if you have a yellow one, you need to match up with the black circle. You don't ever want to hit the same color. If you're yellow, you don't want to touch a person with a yellow circle. If you have a black circle, you don't want to touch somebody with a black circle. So you just go together and they disappear and everything's fine.
You got it.
Then he just does Hopebreaker, which is just damage. We did this with only 10 people, by the way. And so 2 healers. So I'm in group 1. If you don't know this, this is Kingsmourne Hungers. This is one of the main mechanics in the fight. This is probably the most important mechanic in the fight. You have to split yourself into groups, and one group will go stand in this Kingsmourne Hunger, and when you get hit by it, you get teleported to like the downstairs realm, right? You know, we talk about that a lot in these videos. Once you go down there, there's an ad phase you need to deal with. So I'm in group 1, and I get sent down first. I have a very specific job on this fight. So there's 4 ads that spawn in the corners of the room. There's 1, 2, and then there's 2 of them off screen that you can't see. There's also 4 healing ads right here. So the healer has to come down with you, and they have to heal these ads up while healing you. The tank has to grab this big ad in the middle, and Kindred, our tank, she's going to take it and start moving it over here so we can cleave damage onto this. But my job at the very beginning is actually to go solo one of these ads right off the bat. So I slow it down with Earthbind Totem. You need to use Earthbind Totem and Cap Totem here because they're trying to move into the middle. And if these ads make it to the middle here, see this one's pretty close. Calestis, our DH, is dealing with it right now, but the ads try to make it to the middle. If they make it there, then you don't kill them. And if you don't kill them, you don't fill Anduin's energy bar, which is what you're trying to do. You can see in this top corner, this tiny little Anduin bar here, he has 25 energy so far. Watch, that energy is going to go up. There, it's at 30 now. It's at 35. I'm also healing these ads. So we had a very small group of people, and so we only had 1 healer come down with us, and she was like so busy trying to heal people. So I was helping her with these Anduin Hope ads. You can heal these as a shaman, and if you need to help your healer with this, please do it because it's very helpful. These give you energy as well if you heal them to full. The big guy counts for 20 energy. So now we have 55 energy. You can see in the top corner, we have 1 more ad that Saruchi and I are trying to heal.
We got it. Nice. Good job.
And we did. We got it. So now we'll go back upstairs. You can see Anduin's big health bar down here. He now has 60 energy. That's the best possible scenario for us. That's the best you can do. You can get 60. You only need to get 50, but you can get 60. And that's what we ended up doing. So the people upstairs were dealing with other mechanics, and I'll show you those mechanics in a minute. Then there's wicked stars that come out. There's a line that will go to a person. This happens 3 times in a row, okay? So there's a line that will go to a person. Then the wicked star will come out in a second. And watch this. Here comes the wicked star, that big black thing. Once the star starts moving, you can actually move out of the way and avoid getting hit by it. You must dodge wicked stars, or else you'll just wipe your whole group. They do a ton of damage. They put a dot on you, and they silence you. So it's like you need to avoid it. See how Hero on the skeleton there avoids it. Number 2's coming out. Number 3's coming out here.
Group 2.
We're all dodging the wicked stars. Everybody has to dodge them. Even on the way back in. They can hit you on the way back in. So this is group 2. They're now going downstairs. We are staying upstairs. And we're going to get the mechanics up here. So we get
stars again.
we get a Befouled Barrier once again that we have to soak. I actually use Fleshcraft here. My health gets pretty low. We have to soak this with... So Saruchi has to heal us, and then we need to soak the barrier. We have to deal with wicked stars. So see how low my health gets. Here comes the star, but I can dodge it. You just keep dodging them. Then we go back in and finish off the barrier with the healing. Then we have to move for Blasphemy, which is the color matching game. So we almost touch each other there. And then I go get this guy. You don't ever want to touch the same color. My health's pretty low. I have to heal myself a couple times, which is fine. I get a hot hand proc. So my damage is like not very good right now because I didn't have Flayed Wing Toxin on. That's probably why. But also because I've had to spend a lot of time healing myself. It's just the way that our group was kind of working out. I needed to do a bit of extra healing on myself. So now we're transitioning to the Lich King phase. Everybody's back upstairs. We have him at 100 energy.
Yeah, lust.
Then you want to lust right now. So the Arthas will show up. Remnant of the Fallen King. It's actually Arthas, the Lich King, right? Which is pretty cool. So Anduin goes invincible. Arthas spawns, and you need to start attacking Arthas. If you get Anduin to 100 energy with those downstairs phases that we did, you get a damage boost here, a 200% damage boost, and you get 90% damage reduction. You must get Anduin to 100 energy, or else basically the whole fight is wiped. The most important mechanic in this entire fight is getting Anduin's energy to 100 so that you can do the Lich King phase. So you lust on the Lich King phase right now. He's going to spawn a bunch of ads.
Hey, jeepers.
You got it.
Zeph, you have him, okay? Gonna take the hit.
He's just going to stand here and hit the tanks. You need to group all these ads together if you can and stun them. I'm saving my stun for the next round of ads. You can see our damage going way up. Look at our damage now.
Big
We were
damage
doing
on-
like
on
5.5k. Now we're doing 11k.
Perfect.
So all the ads are dead. All the damage that you do to the Lich King goes into Anduin's health bar, and you get a double damage boost right now in this phase. So you need to think of it like this: if you save your cooldowns and you do as much damage as possible to the Lich King here, you're actually doing double damage to Anduin. It's as if you were fighting Anduin, but doing double damage to him. So you need to pump the Lich King as hard as
Sorry.
possible. That's why you want to lust
My
in this
bad.
phase.
I need help healing.
I got double hot hand. I got a hot hand
Oh,
proc with
no,
double
no,
Firewolf.
I'm with you.
My damage is just bonkers. I just had a 58k crit. Did you see that? Look at this.
Sorry.
Watch this crit.
My bad.
29k Lava Lash crit.
A little bit.
59k Lava Lash crit. That's why you take the Magma Fist Totem, Conduit, right? All that stuff. This is it all working together. Like, that's just a ridiculous amount of damage. But it's because I'm doing double damage. I got lucky. I got double Firewolf and a hot hand proc. I mean, that's pretty insane. I'm doing 15.5k right now.
Yeah,
So
this
he'll
is where I
spawn
go
ads
crazy.
again. This is round 2. You need to keep funneling as much damage into the Lich King as possible and sort of cleaving the ads. Kindred pulls all the ads in, and I get a juicy sundering. Watch this. Look at my damage. My damage is at 15.5k. Watch when she pulls the ads in.
Yeah, this is where I go crazy, hopefully.
Sorry, I went back quite a ways there. So she pulls all the ads in right here. I'm at now I go to 17k from the sundering. The sundering just does so much damage. Then I use my cap totem to stun. You need to coordinate sort of your CCs here.
Allie, can Saruchi get innervate?
We keep doing damage. This is the once these ads are dead, this is it. So you look at Anduin's health bar. He's at like less than 50% now. That's how much damage we just did to him because we killed the Lich King so well. So then you go
Finish
back
it,
to Anduin. This is sort of phase 2. If you guys, this is where my last video we never really got this far. So I'm going to show you how the next phases work. Every time you kill the Lich King and you go back to Anduin, you get new mechanics. Okay, that can happen like twice in the fight, I think. So he spawns Grim Reflections. There's 3 ads that spawn, and they all start casting Psychic Terror. See, this guy's one here, there's one here, and there's one right on the boss. What you want to do is have your tank Anduin on top of one of these ads so you can cleave, and then move to the next one, and move to the next one until they're all dead. And basically, you need to keep kicking these ones that aren't, nearby.
Zuko's gonna need healing.
All Flushcraft here.
Then there's Wicked Stars going out as well.
You can take the
You have to be very careful here. I almost got hit there. Keep interrupting Psychic Terror. We trapped one of them over here with our Hunter. That's something you probably have to do. You got to watch out for Wicked Stars. You just deal with the ads. If they get their Psychic Terror off, it fears the whole group. It's
Is
not.
that a
You can't do it.
Victorian reference? I
It's
don't
a
know.
it's a wipe basically.
You don't remember?
So now we get the last ad down. Sorry that my Discord's going off like crazy in this video.
Oh,
My
it's been a
buddies.
while, but I love that one.
So now Group
Group
1
one.
goes back downstairs again. Downstairs phase once again.
Bit of a run.
Calestis and I go together, and we start killing the ad together, which is really good. We have lots of damage. Boom, boom, boom. And then we go and deal with these other 2 ads while Kindred is corralling the big one. Saruchi's trying to heal up all these little guys with the green health bars. Anduin's Hope. I actually stop here and start healing them, I think, as well.
You don't have to worry so much about barrier here.
We get so much damage there. I see that there's one over here that's almost going to make it to the edge. We want to try and heal them before they make it to the edge. And we do it. I got a couple crits on Healing Surge. Those all count for 5 energy, the little ones that you heal. And then the big guy here counts as 20 energy. So you want to make sure you do it.
Oh, good job, guys.
We got 60 energy again. So that was really good. That's what you want.
Get stars out.
So then Wicked Stars happen again. You just take those out. Befouled Barriers on the ground. You try and help soak it.
Watch CC on ads. and then
I'm trying to heal myself because I have a dot on me. Anduin puts random dots on people.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
The Psychic Terrors are back. So then we have to kick them and do this. We put a beam from a druid. You can use all kinds of CC on them. which is great.
Group two
Group
in.
2 goes down, so now we have to deal with the ads. Group 1, because we're up top here.
Hero, don't die. Star, star, star.
Stars again. Wicked Stars are going out, and you're dealing with
I
the
kicked.
ads.
That's my kick.
I have Wicked Star, so I have to just like walk this out.
Calestis, watch out.
I have double Firewolf right now. It's really sad. I should have waited on my wolves. That was probably my mistake. But it's hard to know. We'd only done this like 5 or 6 times. I'm really low on health here, so I have to walk out of the barrier and heal myself. If I stand in the barrier and heal myself, the barrier absorbs my healing. So you want to you don't want to do that. Wicked
Everybody
Stars.
Stay alive here. Stay alive.
Wicked Stars again.
Stars coming in.
Dodge stars.
Once we kill this guy, we get Lich King Phase 2. There's a new mechanic for the Lich King phase again. You're going to see it. So here we go.
Okay, good.
Look at our damage. 14k still.
Do damn.
Do
Now
damn.
he wants me to do damn.
Okay, big damn, big damn.
Okay, so in this phase of the Lich King fight, there are walls of ghouls that slowly start moving across the platform. And you have to you have to dodge them. You can't get touched by the walls or you die. So you're going to watch right.
I have my CDs too, but wait till we stabilize in a certain spot.
So once again, you get a 200% damage boost on Lich King because we got Anduin to 100 energy. If you don't get Anduin to 100 energy, you don't get the same buff.
Yeah.
The buff is less.
Come to red, come to red.
So here comes the ghouls.
Where the big skeleton is.
Right there. See that black wall right there
I
of
see
ghouls
there.
walking? There they are. We need to dodge those. There's another wall. They'll keep spawning. It's random. You have to corral all the ads together. I get a big sundering here. Oh, yeah.
Stunning.
I use my stun here, but I probably should have held it,
Okay,
to be
so
honest.
both those AoE stuns are down. We might need something else for the next round.
I got a couple.
Get darkness.
Wait till the next move. Wait till the next move. Just yeah. Keep
So now there's a wall of ghoul spawning right next to us. We got to move.
a little
Go.
bit further. Go fast.
That was
Go
really
fast.
close. Some
Good.
people almost got clipped there.
Steady. Here.
Take when you can.
You just try to find a spot where you can chill, and not have to move too far. But again, the ghouls are random, so you have to figure it out with your group. Wall, they just keep going. Now we really have to move. There's one here and there's one here, so we have to kind of run out this exit right here. Move.
Roaring.
Okay, we're good. We're okay. Okay, now we're in the final phase. We've done it. We've got him to a certain health percentage.
Damage.
He's at 10%. If you get him to 10% health, I guess the Lich King phase just ends. I didn't know that, but
Okay,
Okay,
John.
get out,
now this is the final mechanic. So in the first mechanic, in the first phase, remember we had the yellow circles and the black circles, and you had to match them. Now, in this final phase, anyone does a yellow dome in the middle, just a big yellow circle, and then everybody else will get black circles around them in a second.
Get out of the
Get out
circle.
of the circle.
You have to take
Once
turns
you get the debuff, it's
dipping
tanks only.
the black circle in to remove your debuff.
Stars are still gonna be happening.
Bait toward the far side.
So we don't have the black circles on us yet. We're just beating them up, man. Damage.
Okay, don't touch anybody else.
Tanks.
You can't touch anybody else here because we all have the same color of circles. So there's the black circles. The tanks are going to go first. But when you drop off your debuff, it hits the raid with like a dot, like a tiny dot. So if you keep doing it really, really quickly, the dot will stack up. So you need to be patient with this.
Okay, go ahead in a second.
Take care.
Okay, ready.
Dupa ran over Calestis there, which is it's okay. We get him up in a sec.
Get him up. Get him up.
So I run out and get my debuff.
Be careful, I'm raising you next to the pool.
Star.
Stars.
Stars are going out as well.
Do I accept res?
I have to
Is that
get in
right?
there before.
Accept res.
You're fine to accept. Yeah.
Accept all reses.
We have 4%.
When do we clear? Can I cleanse?
Don't clear. Just kill the boss.
Oh, well. Oh, I'm a seed. I didn't clear in time, I guess.
Oh, I can beat you on the meters now.
Convo.
And that's it. That's the fight. We have 3%, 2%.
Take him.
More like Deadowin, baby.
He does a big amount of damage here at the end. But we live. We live through it.
I'm not even worried. I got lots of help.
Good job.
And that's it.
Woo!
You know what? One.
So that is there's a cutscene too. That's the final section there. I just want to highlight. There's this big circle in the middle. Everybody has black circles around them. You need to coordinate. I would send your melee in first. Make sure that your tanks get to go in and drop their debuffs off first. Then your melee need to take turns going in because they're the most likely to hit each other with the black circles and kill each other. So like you have to be really careful with those in that final
Bob, go.
Okay.
So I have to go. This is me dropping it off. You can see when I do, it hits people nearby. Nearby people get hit with this little shining debuff thing here that does damage. It doesn't do a lot, but if everybody went and cleared at the same time, it would kill the whole raid. So that's it, guys. That is the Anduin fight, and it is an absolute blast. It was a ton of fun to do. There's a lot of mechanics in there for sure, but my God, that's one of the best fights they've ever made. I think I really enjoy that fight. So, yeah, just some really quick highlights here. Excuse me. Really quick highlights here from the abilities. So, basically, the entire fight is about the downstairs phase. And let me just see if I can find that in the video here. Yep, there's one. Oh, that's Grim Reflections. Let me just...
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, that was a bad phase. Yeah, it's fine. I won't look at it. Honestly, most of this fight is about this downstairs phase, which is his willpower. You need to get Anduin's willpower up to 100. When you go downstairs, you have to kill the big ad and the 4 little ads, and you have to heal the 4 little ads that are trying to escape with the green health bars. Your healer has to do that, but you can help as a shaman. That's something you can... I helped a couple of times just because it was really busy, and you know our healing surge is like so powerful, right? Once you get a 5-stack Maelstrom infused healing surge, it hits like a bus. So help your healers out in that downstairs phase. It's really, really good. In the intermission, when you get the Lich King, you need to lust there and blow all your cooldowns and have everybody do as much damage as possible, because the buff that Anduin gives you grants players 200% increased damage and 90% reduced damage taken. So like you're doing double damage on this intermission phase, you get to do double damage to Anduin. That's the whole point. So it's really, really good. And if you've done the energy part correctly, this part is not difficult at all. Then, of course, when you come back upstairs after the Lich King, you're going to get those Grim Reflections trying to fear everybody. You can help everybody with Tremor Totem, but really you need to set up a kick order so that all those ads are getting kicked or frozen by a hunter or banished by like a warlock, whatever you want to do. Set up something so that the Grim Reflections get dealt with. Otherwise, they're going to fear everybody and do damage every second and basically kill you, right? So... then you're going to go back downstairs. You're going to have the intermission again, and this time you're going to have March of the Dam. Those are the ghouls that are walking across the platform. They'll do 320,000 damage to you if they hit you. So it's a wipe if they hit you. So don't get hit by those ghouls. Then you're going to come back upstairs, and the final mechanic is, of course, this big beacon of hope in the middle. Everybody's going to get black circles around them. You take turns dropping off your debuff in the center of the room instead of like doing the yellow and black matching circles thing, okay? That's the progression of the fight. That's how it works. And it's such an amazing fight. So much fun. It was really, really fun to get him down. So, of course, if you manage to get him down as well, I now have this 3rd slot opened for the raid. So I'm really excited about that. Hopefully I'll get a tier piece this time in my vault. Probably not, though. We know how my luck goes. So that's it, guys. That is the Anduin fight. And that's it, final, as we actually did it this week. We're going to probably start on Heroic Prog, I think, next week. I'm not really sure. We'll have to see what the guild wants to do. But I'm super excited that we finally got him down and that we were able to kind of push through all the difficulties we were having, because there's some real mechanical challenges that you have to get over. And then once you get over them, it's just like, oh, okay, this fight's actually not that hard. So it's a lot of fun. So I hope you guys can get Anduin down as well. I've seen you guys talking in the chats. Hopefully this video can help you understand how to defeat him, and you can go to your guilds and have a better strategy sort of plan for trying to kill him. And of course, our build was Witch Doctor Wolfbones. With this talent setup, we have Hot Hands, Ellie Blast, Hailstorm, and we're still running Plague Divisor Merilith, but the key thing here is that we're dropping Tumbling Waves, and we're picking up Magma Fist, Focus Lightning, and Chilled to the Core. You need those so you can generate a lot of stacks of Maelstrom Weapon, and make sure to put on your freaking trinket, unlike me, who completely forgot to put his trinket on. So, all right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for the support. If you could drop a like on the video below, I'd really appreciate it. It helps the algorithm quite a bit. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I would also very much appreciate that. And until the next one, guys, I'll see you later.